Welcome, beautiful souls. I am Shubhangi, aka Water Goddess. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me today. As the title suggests, this video transmission dives into 10 incredible lessons I learned from the book Spiritual Anatomy, Meditation, Chakras, and the Journey to the Center by Kamlesh Patel, also known as Daji to his followers. So, this book originally was intended for my Masi, but it ended up in my hands first, and I found myself completely captivated by it. I literally devoured it in a few days. So, instead of doing a traditional summary or a review of the book, I have chosen to share some key insights and practical wisdom from the book that I believe can truly benefit your everyday life as they are doing mine, both spiritually and mentally. So this video is divided into 10 chapters, each a valuable gem in itself, and you can find timestamps in the description box below. I highly recommend that you listen to all of them, as the wisdom has the potential to either make a positive change in your life or inspire you to pick up the book yourself, which I highly recommend, by the way. So get cozy and let's embark on this beautiful journey together. Let's dive right into the heart of the matter, literally. So the first chapter is all about the book's central theme, which is heartfulness. Now, this practice with over a century of wisdom under its belt is like a modern day upgrade for your soul. It blends the best of both worlds, mixing science with tried and true meditation techniques. Now, imagine being guided by trained individuals who help you discover a gentle energy called transmission. Now, this is not some mystical hocus pocus. It's just a tool to unlock self-awareness, kindness, and that amazing inner peace we all crave. Now, the book heavily emphasizes living from the heart. And for good reason. It dives deep into the work of Daji, one of the key figures behind the Heartfulness movement, and he shares 4 daily practices to help you navigate your own spiritual journey. But before we hop on that path, we need to do some prep work. And that's why I felt it was super important to start this video by talking about opening your heart. The book makes it clear that a healthy, peaceful, and a fulfilling life starts right there in the center of your chest. And guess what? The book even offers an amazing tool to help you do just that. It's called the Heartfulness Meditation, which is the theme of the first chapter right now. And you can find it both in the book and on their website. It's like a guided relaxation session that helps you tune into your heart and learn to operate from a place of love and compassion in your everyday life. And the best part is there's a free Heartfulness app too. So whether you're a meditation newbie or a seasoned pro, there are options for everyone. You can choose different meditation lengths and even practice with teachers, all for free. So I've linked the app in the description. But the biggest takeaway I got from these opening pages is the power of healing and opening your heart. It's the foundation for everything else: a healthy life, inner peace, and spiritual growth. So the following chapters that we will be discussing will be much easier to navigate once you know who the main character is in the story, your heart. Okay, let's be honest, we've all been there. You set the intention to meditate, you find a quiet corner, and blah. No inner peace, just a whole lot of why am I not feeling anything? What's happening? So the book actually addresses this frustration head on, and guess what? Daji says there is a flip side to growing awareness. Even if you're new or a few further steps down in your spiritual journey, meditation invites us to explore the uncharted territories of our minds, and in doing so, we experience both the serene and the tumultuous. And this emotional depth is precisely why some individuals shy away from meditation. Think about it. When you look in the mirror, and let's be real, sometimes you see things you'd rather not. But instead of smashing the mirror, which you wouldn't help, by the way, you acknowledge what you see and work towards a better reflection. That's the same philosophy with meditation. Those frustrating moments are simply your inner landscape coming into focus. It's not the meditation's fault, nor is it yours. It's just a part of the journey. So what's the advice here? Start small and show that resistance some love. Take out time every day to journal your fears. You can write down what's holding you back from getting into that meditative space or getting into the meditation. So when you face these anxieties head on and you create a plan to overcome them, you can actually get a lot farther. Remember we talked about opening your heart in the last chapter? Well, it turns out your heart can be your meditation compass as well. So start by tuning into it, and it will guide you towards a practice that works for you. And don't expect instant Zen, because honestly, with a little effort and kindness, you will get there, but you have to do that. And you will be well on your way to unlocking inner peace with constant practice and a whole lot of compassion. The author of this incredible book says something very profound. He says, in the depths of the meditation, the soul speaks to you. It's like stepping into a quiet room where your soul finally has the mic and your daily chatter fades into the background. How beautiful is that? And what does your soul have to say really? Well, it's got wisdom, it's got guidance, and a whole lot of peace and joy waiting to be unlocked. So I actually experienced this firsthand just the other day while reading this very book. I felt this nudge, this intuition telling me to grab my journal, even though I thought I had nothing to really write about or say or share. But something deep down knew something better. And guess what? 3 pages later, I was a complete mess and in the best way possible. Emotions flowed freely. It was pure therapy. It was pure release. So that's the magic of meditation. It shines light on your heart and your intuition, guiding you towards growth and pure, unadulterated joy. Another thing I have noticed, and the book touches on this too, is that meditation helps you transcend your ego. It shows you a world beyond the stories your ego likes to tell you. It reveals the infinite potential that's been hiding in plain sight. So this is not just another chapter in a book or a chapter in the video. It's an invitation to experience the magic of meditation for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Go on your own journey. Listen to the whispers of your soul and you discover the hidden potential within you. So you might be surprised, by the wisdom and joy waiting to be unearthed. Trust me, it's worth the journey. Go try it for yourself. So one of the most profound revelations from the book that has completely shifted my perspective is the concept of samskaras from Indian philosophy. Now, samskaras are essentially mental impressions or psychological imprints left by our actions, intentions, or experiences. Basically, imagine every thought, action, and experience leaving a mark on your mind like a tiny footprint in the sand. These footprints are called samskaras. Now, the catch is that unresolved emotional baggage like past hurts or negative experiences can turn into heavy-duty samskaras. Think of it like wearing invisible glasses. So these samskara colors the way you see the world, filtering everything through the lens of your past experiences. And once triggered, it's like a constant loop of negative reactions holding you back from your full potential. Imagine carrying the weight of a past heartbreak or a deep embarrassment, so it becomes a burden on your soul, shaping your present and at the same time hindering your growth. Daji very beautifully writes that the stronger the emotion, the bigger the samskara. Now, for example, maybe you have experienced rejection in the past and now you shy away from putting yourself out there. Or perhaps you've had past judgment which is now making you hide your talents, or you carry a very deep unhealed scar. These samskaras act like anchors, preventing your consciousness from rising to its full potential. Now, Daji uses a very powerful example to illustrate samskaras in action. Imagine a guy who discovers his girlfriend cheating on him, let's say in a yellow Mustang. Now, every time he sees a yellow Mustang, boom, the memory triggers a chain reaction of negative emotions, reminding him of the betrayal. Over time, the car becomes solely associated with the negative experience, and the poor guy gets a jolt of unpleasant feelings just by seeing a yellow car. That's how we strengthen samskaras by feeding the emotional energy connection to it. This example perfectly encapsulates the impact of unresolved emotions. It's a powerful reminder that we hold the power to break free from the grip of the past. So, what do we do? How do we heal our souls from the weight of our unresolved emotions? Daji writes, remember that emotional blocks come up in our behavior because they need resolution. Anger arises in everyday life because those emotional blocks seek resolution through love. Irritability comes up to be resolved through kindness. Now, grief burdens the heart because it seeks the light of compassion, and fear bubbles up to be purged through courage. So, how do we address these needs? Enter the cleaning meditation, which is your soul's personal detox and rejuvenation routine. Daji suggests practicing this cleaning meditation at sunset, which is, a time to shed the day's emotional complexities and impurities. And the key is to approach it with an open and a non-judgmental heart. Now, this amazing meditation is available for free in the Heartfulness app, which I have linked in the description below. My mom and I were discussing how fascinating this concept is. Healing deep wounds and emotional baggage by cleaning them from within. It might seem a bit unconventional at first, but remember what we learned in the very beginning of the video? The heart center is the power source for miracles and healing, and it will bring you healing. So the next time you are feeling burdened by past experiences or negative emotions, give the cleaning meditation a try. It might just be the key to unlocking a very lighter, more peaceful version of you. The author introduces us to the beautiful concept of constant remembrance. Now, it's not just about remembering something occasionally, but rather cultivating a continuous awareness that keeps your heart at the forefront of your mind, no matter what. No matter what you're doing, so imagine it like a gentle undercurrent flowing beneath your daily activities. Daji suggests connecting with your heart in seemingly ordinary or mundane moments like pouring a glass of water or during a stressful meeting or even navigating rush hour traffic. With each conscious shift in your attention, you connect with the warmth, peace, and joy that resides within your heart. And this constant remembrance helps to internalize these qualities, transforming your actions from routine to heartfelt experiences. Here's a personal example. So I was driving my car a few days ago, feeling the familiar tension of the traffic and the chaos. Taking a mindful moment, I simply connected with my heart through a few deep breaths. So an unexpected smile spread across my face, and I realized that despite the external chaos, I was in a state of inner peace while driving. Now, this does not mean I was less focused on driving. In fact, I was completely present and heartfully engaged with the task at hand. And that is the beauty of constant remembrance. It can be woven into the fabric of everything you do, from the mundane to the extraordinary. Connecting with your heart allows you to experience life with greater awareness, compassion, and joy. So try it out for yourself. See how a conscious shift in your attention can actually transform your everyday experiences. So now we've talked about unlocking the soul's whisper and cleansing your emotional baggage. Let's tackle the ego now. So it's essential to understand that as your consciousness rises, your ego naturally humbles itself. Picture it like a vast ocean. The deeper you dive, the less significant the waves become. However, letting go of the ego completely is not the goal. It's about finding a healthier balance. And here's where Daji offers a golden nugget. He says if you try to annihilate the ego by force, it does not work. Force feeding yourself humility will not lead to lasting change. He suggests a shift in perspective. When you focus on something grander and more magnificent than your own ego, your heart naturally fills with appreciation and your ego becomes less prominent. So the next time you feel like your ego is in the passenger seat, whether on your spiritual journey or in your daily life, don't demonize it. Instead, redirect its energy towards growth. So here are some ways to do that. Number one is to journal about your ego's fears and stories. Write down the repetitive patterns and stories it keeps telling you or feeding you. Next up is approaching these patterns with compassion and understanding. Ask yourself politely and with love if they are truly serving you. And third is dismantling them one by one. Replace self-serving narratives with ones that align with your inner growth and a higher purpose. Remember, the higher your consciousness rises, the humbler your ego becomes. And how does the consciousness rises? By connecting with the heart. Finding time and space in silence to listen to the heart's whispers. So Daji says something very profound about journaling. He says regular journaling helps you develop the vocabulary to put into words what is felt in the depth of your heart. And how beautiful is that? In simpler terms, journaling equips you to express the whispers and emotions that resonate within you. And I cannot emphasize enough the impact of journaling. From my own experience, it's the very first tool that I recommend to everyone, family, friends, students, clients, to find breakthroughs, receive guidance, connect with your inner selves, to heal and to even manifest your dreams. It's like having a very honest conversation with yourself and laying it all bare on the page. So how can you integrate journaling into your spiritual journey? Daji suggests using it to record your post-meditation experiences. Write down the insights, emotions, thoughts, or sensations especially that arise during your meditation sessions. So this can be a very powerful way to track your progress, identify recurring patterns. The more you develop your meditation practice, you may notice various sensations at chakra points in your body, whether it be the crown or the heart or the root. So recording them in your journal can help you gain deeper self-awareness and also help you in measuring your spiritual growth. But journaling does not stop at that. You can also journal your dreams. Dreams often hold such powerful hidden wisdom and can offer you valuable guidance on your spiritual path. So by recording and reflecting on your dreams, you can unlock a deeper understanding of your subconscious patterns or insights and gain valuable information into your waking life. So remember, journaling is a very personal practice. You can use it to explore anything that feels important to you, whether it's recording your own victories, challenges, celebrating something, or simply expressing your thoughts and feelings. The power lies in giving yourself the space to be heard, enough space to be heard. So grab a pen and a notebook and embark on this journey of self-discovery through the magic of journaling. So this one is for all my beautiful people who feel like their meditation is not deep enough, is not meditative enough. I was just like you up until I read this book. So one thing we need to remember about meditation is that it's a very personal journey. Your experience will be unique, ever-changing, and that's perfectly okay. Daji writes that you will notice that the constant chatter that runs in your mind while you're meditating is actually led by your likes and dislikes. Your mind finds something of interest and it engages with that, and a new story forms. Or your mind does not like something and a new narrative is created, and it goes on and on. So here's the key takeaway. Let go of all expectations and purpose. Don't force anything, simply be. When thoughts arise, gently return your attention to your heart chakra, to your heart center. That's all you need to do. As you progress without any pressure, you will naturally discover your own pace, meaning, and depth in the meditation practice. Trust the process and enjoy it. Enjoy the journey, because the next time you sit down to meditate, I need you to remember, release the pressure. Embrace the flow and allow your unique experience to blossom. So Daji says, while lives can be many, your existence is but one. And this reminds me of Einstein's famous theory that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. Your lives may be like different genre movies, but your existence is one and eternal, like the infinity sign. Starting a spiritual adventure, especially as a newbie, can feel a little scary and honestly lonely. It's like venturing into uncharted territory but its intended effects are the very opposite. The more you meditate and practice remembering your inner world, the more you tap into this amazing, loving, and inclusive divine energy. It's like feeling a part of something bigger than yourself. So loved and supported by universal force, so beautiful. And here's the cool part: the more you open your heart and release those samaskaras, release that emotional baggage, the more you attract love, the more love flows through you. You actually become a living, breathing love channel, beaming it out and making the world a little brighter. So here we end our last chapter from where we began. Start with an open heart, mind, and spirit. Guidance is everywhere, just waiting to be found. Embrace the unknown and trust the process, even if it is different than others. So let your unique spiritual adventure unfold the way it is supposed to be. Don't force it, you've got it. This book has truly touched my heart, and that's the magic of great reads. You can revisit them throughout your life and still discover new wisdom. So thank you for joining me on this exploration of self-discovery through this book. I would love to hear from you, so do share in the comments below what practices resonate with you, and are you interested in checking out the book yourself? Would you like to read it? Thank you so much again. Until next time, take care and keep exploring.